everyone. Welcome to our chat on building and maintaining a support system. I'm thrilled to have you here today and to answer three of the biggest questions that people ask me about this topic, and that I used to ask myself as well. And I'm hoping to offer you some guidance on creating a strong and uplifting support network. So let's dive in. But before we do, let me introduce myself just in case you don't know me. My name's Leslie Arkillian. I am a lot of things. I'm a mom, I'm an army wife, I'm a photographer. I recently am dipping my toes into the realm of identity coaching for moms. I realized quite early on that I became Liam's mom as soon as he was in my arms. And while that's great, I am so much more than that. But most times, Liam's mom is the title I'm known best for. Anyway, my passion through learning how to be a mom, figuring it out as I went, was to help other moms to really start getting back to themselves. I am so passionate about empowering moms just like you to rediscover their purpose, unlock their potential, and live a life of fulfillment. So, without any further ado, let's get into the number one question that people ask when it comes to building a support network, which we all can agree is super important for moms. We need that support, whether it's from our family or anywhere else. We need to find a support network. So, how do we identify the right people to include in your support network? It's a great question, right? Yeah. Building a support network starts with identifying the individuals who align with your values, who uplift you, and provide genuine support. Simple, right? Start by looking for people who are trustworthy, who are empathetic and understand what you're going through. Could be They could be a family member, it could be close friends, mentors, or even members of support groups with similar interests or experiences. So now that we touched on who, let's go into how can I nurture and maintain my support systems. One of the biggest things I hear moms saying, and myself included, is I don't have time to make new friends. It's hard to make new friends. I don't know how to start. I don't I don't feel like I have the energy to put into building a new friendship. And if we keep hiding behind those stories, that's gonna be our reality. So we need to shift that script from I don't have the time, I don't have the energy to, well, I can spend a couple minutes chatting to the new mom at hockey class and see if we have anything of interest. Maybe I can get her number and we'll have a play date. It doesn't have to be any harder than that. Actually, I was making a joke at a 4th of July barbecue that I often pick up moms at the playground. Somebody that we click with, I ask for their number and hopefully over time could nurture that into, play dates for Liam or a new mom friend for me. So the first tip I have for maintaining your support system is communication. Regularly check in with your support network. Share your thoughts, your feelings, your experiences, and encourage them to do the same. Be open and honest with your communication. It builds such strong connections. My second tip is reciprocity. Remember that communication and support is a two-way street. Be there for your support system just as they are there for you. If you offer a listening ear, provide encouragement, and celebrate their successes, they are going to be so much more likely to show up for you when you need them the most. I was actually just talking to a mom on Messenger the other day, and she was lamenting that, her son's 2.5 and she hasn't cleared all of her craft stuff out of his room because that was her hobby room before she had kids. And she was feeling guilty and just like a bad mom for not getting the stuff out of his room. And he's still in their room, and you know, she'd like him to have his own room now. And just a simple, I know what you're going through. Trust me, I do, on my own part. It took, because Liam's room was my hobby room as well. It took me until he was about 3.5 to get all of my husband and my stuff out of his room. And just the simple of act of empathizing and saying, "You're not alone," made her feel so much better about herself. And that was, you know, nothing on my part, but that lifted her spirits and made her feel like she was not being a bad mom for not being able to get her, organized and get him into his room without all the clutter. So it doesn't take much, just a listening ear, share your experiences, make them feel like they're not alone. So, third tip though, set boundaries. Set clear boundaries within your support system so that you can ensure that you have a healthy and balanced relationship and communicate your needs and respect the boundaries of other people. So, this could be time boundaries, this could be personal space, this could be anything that applies to you, but be clear on what is expected and what you will and will not tolerate from the relationship. My fourth tip here is quality over quantity. Focus on the quality of your relationships rather than the quantity. I would much rather have a small group of trusted individuals who truly understand and support me than a large network of acquaintances and strangers that I kind of talk to on the internet. I've I have so many friends that I've met through mom support groups that I have not actually met in real life that I feel closer to than some of the people that I see often. And that's crazy, but that's just the power of finding someone that you click with and making a connection, even if it's virtual. So, third question is, well, what if I don't have a support system in place? How do I even start going about building one? And that can seem really daunting, and I understand that completely. But if you're starting from scratch, do not worry. Building a support system can take time and effort, yes, but there are a few steps that you can take to make things a little easier. First of all, the one we touched on is start by seeking people with common interests. If you engage in activities, groups, or communities that align with your interests, this can help you connect with like-minded individuals who already share your interest and your passion and your values. And it will make getting along with these people and finding folks that you want to hang out with so much easier. Step two, be open and vulnerable. Build meaning relationship. Building meaningful relationships requires vulnerability. Be open to sharing your thoughts, your fears, your aspirations with others. These vulnerabilities can foster such deep connections. Like I was telling you about my friend who felt bad about not getting her stuff out of her kids' room. If I wouldn't, if she wouldn't have expressed that fear, I wouldn't have been able to support her in saying, "You're not alone. Other moms are doing this too. You're not behind the curve. You're not a bad mom." And that's really all we want, isn't it? To be reassured that we're not messing this up. We are okay. We're doing everything we can in the moment. So the next place place to help you start building your support network from scratch is to is to join supportive communities. So start looking local or for online communities that offer support and encouragement. It could be parenting groups, hobby clubs, or professional networks. These communities can be valuable sources of support and understanding. And then the last, well, not the last, but my last tip is professional support. If you're looking for more guided support systems, consider seeking out professional support such as therapy or coaching to help you navigate your challenges and develop strong support systems and ways of coping and getting through your challenges. A trained professional can provide guidance to help you explore these different avenues for building support. The most important thing, probably, is to remember that building a support system is a journey. As with this whole motherhood thing, be patient, stay open, and embrace the connections that resonate with you. You don't have to be friends with everybody, you get to choose. And that is the great thing about this. So, I want to thank you. You probably might be able to hear my dog sleeping in the background. I want to thank you for coming and watching and learning with me. Um, like I said, these are some of the three top questions that I get asked, and what I asked myself when I was starting to build my own support network. And is my support network exactly where I want it to be? No. But am I farther along on my journey than when I started? Yes. And I hope that's my hope for you too, is to take a couple steps because even the smallest steps create giant, giant success in the future. So I hope that this this talk has given you some ideas, maybe where to start. Um, and just remember that you do not have to navigate life's challenges alone. Surround yourself with the people who uplift you and inspire you, and together we can create a supportive and thriving community. If you if you want a little bit more guided approach, I do have a PDF download. I'll put the link in the chat down below. That helps you just assess kind of where your support system is now, different, and where you might be able to pick up some extra support along the way. It's a great little workbook so that you can start getting back to yourself again. Start feeling more like you, being more present, a happier mama, and be the great mama that you know you can be and that you know you are right now. So if you would like more information about that, just drop me a line down in the comments. Say, um, I don't know, information please, and I will shoot you a DM, or you can direct message me. Uh, and I cannot wait to hear from you. Please also, I know lots of call to actions. Um, I'm just really curious what your takeaway from today was. So write down in the comments what your biggest takeaway from today was. Grab the PDF, go through your and figure out how your support system looks right now, what you chatting to you. Ooh, we're gonna get a thunderstorm. Um, with that, I better sign off before the storm gets here. But I look forward to learning more about you, and I cannot wait to see you succeed and thrive in motherhood. Have a great night. Bye.